Hello everybody and welcome to a review of this. This is Athearn G68671. It is the Union Pacific number 1995, the Chicago and Northwestern Heritage Unit with the just Tsunami 1 sound. And it's right here. So this is the model. It is in HO scale, so that's 1 to 87 scale. And this is one of the 6 SD70 ACE locomotives that were painted by the Union Pacific Railroad to honor their predecessors, basically what NS did with 10 GEVOs and 10 ACs. So the heritage units, I'm trying to remember them all. There's only 6 of them. But the only thing is, I just don't know them as well as like NS, for example, like like Virginian over there, and even you guys can even see it, Lackawanna's sitting over there too. But yeah, so the Chicago and Northwestern, the Missouri Pacific, the Southern Pacific, the Western Pacific, the Missouri, Kansas, and Texas Railroad, or the Katy, also known as just simply the MKT, and even the Rio Grande. Wow, I just named all of them. Okay, so I guess maybe I know a little bit more than I thought I did. But yeah, so this is number 1995. The Union Pacific Lines acquired the Chicago and Northwestern Railroad in 1995. That was when the merger officially went through. So yeah, that's why this is number 1995, because that's when the CNW officially was acquired by the Union Pacific Railroad. And then, of course, is the same way for all of the Heritage Units road numbers. So, yeah, this locomotive is amazing looking. Like, it looks really nice. And Athearn put all the little details into this thing, and I don't know why or how they managed to pull this off. But, yeah, let's start off with just the paintwork. So, the paintwork is really well done. They even have everything down to these little gray stripes that run through the entire locomotive, even acting as a highlight for the Chicago and Northwestern logo. And that actually goes all the way even into the back of the locomotive, which also is mega detailed here. It even has like the little grab irons and everything. Focus, UP 1995 there. On this side, of course, we have even down to grab irons that have been placed here. There's 3 of them there. Just really tiny details on this thing that people usually wouldn't even notice if this thing was just running around your layout. They'd be more focused on the Chicago Northwestern System logo on the side. Another thing to mention here is that on locomotives, underneath their road number is usually where they say it. On some locomotives, it's different because of their paint scheme. I know the NS 8025 Monongahela says it in a different place, but usually underneath their road number on the side, it will say underneath SD70 ACE. It actually says it right there, but just like the real one, it actually says UP 1995 right underneath it, and my camera won't focus, so you can't really see it very well. Oh, maybe you can. There we go. Yeah, it says SD70 ACE, UP 1995. We can also see there are some like little warning labels and stuff there. Now, if I actually flip this to the other side, there's also something else on the front to show here, and that is this little plaque on the side there. It also says F there. I don't know what the F is for. I didn't even know that that was there. But I'd imagine that is probably the little table that is on the side of locomotives that will say like the year they were made and just how much horsepower they have. That's actually on AC44 C6M locomotives that NS owns. We've actually seen and read one of those logos on the side of them before. They're really interesting to read through. If you ever get the opportunity to, I'd highly recommend you read them too, just to see how crazy it is that they're still around. So, yeah. We also see here the outline for the door on the front of the locomotive, and whatever this is, I don't actually know what this is for. Now, some Genesis locomotives have a magnetic roof. I don't think this is one of them, I know that my 9010 over there, as well as my 90 Mac-H locomotive, the Phase 1 version, which is number 8520, right there next to even the George Bush has this, I think, too, where there's a magnetic roof where you can just take the roof off and look in the interior. Again, I don't think this has that, but it might. But I don't really want to risk it right now because I don't want to break this absolutely gorgeous locomotive here. So I'll figure that stuff out later. Maybe I'll just go online and read through it a little bit. But yeah, you can also see the horn here is a Nathan K5 LLA, as true to the real locomotive. Of course, this is an SD70 ACE. They're known for having that horn. You can also basically almost see through the fans. It's really nice. You can see through those fans too. The back one you can't really see through very much, but these front two, which are the main ones, you can see pretty much through them, which is really cool. You can almost even see through the actual smokestack as well. Again, if my camera would just focus. I am using a phone for this, so maybe that's really what it is, but it just refuses to focus, man. But yeah, I think that's enough looking at detail for now, though. Let's just go ahead and just look at one more thing here, which is just underneath. Yeah, it's got some freaking cat hair in it. I'll have to clean it out. But yeah, let's go and get this thing on the layout. We're going to hook it up to this train here, and we'll hear some sound. So let's go and do this. So I've attached the train to the locomotive. Let's see here, I've attached that train there. Yeah, so let's go ahead and hear some sound functions. And then we'll turn on some lights, and then we'll run it around the layout for a little bit, and then I'll give my final thoughts. So I'm going to start off by hitting F1 on here, which is the bell. So that is a Graham White E-bell. It's pretty fast. Didn't really think it'd be that fast, but okay. F2 is Longhorn. It's awesome. You can just lay on that horn. F3 is a short horn. I'm sorry, it had to happen. So now for some lighting. No, I don't actually know what the other function keys do, so we're just going to skip the lighting. But yeah, so F0 is the headlight. F5 are the ditch lights. And of course this lighting is directional, so if I hit direction on my controller, the rear light will light up there as well. And that's what you get from the rear light. So now let's go and see how this thing handles a speed step 1. So, speed step 1. No hesitation, it just took right off there in speed step 1. And all the train cars are moving. This is holding all the train cars that I've put on this thing. No hesitation, extremely smooth. So I'm going to go and bump this thing up to speed step 35, which is how fast I usually run trains around this layout. Sometimes I run them a little faster, but this is usually what I run them at for like mainline speed. So let's go and get set up over here. We'll see this thing coming at us here. Although this is something you're not really going to see on the UP line too often. A heritage unit leading a train solo. But it's not really impossible. So that is the train that it is hauling right now. Yeah. Wow. That thing runs really good. So yeah, overall final opinions of this thing, it's awesome. Honestly, it's really good. So if you guys are able to find one of these locomotives for a pretty decent price, I managed to get this one for $200. So if you guys can find one that's a really good price like that, I would say it's a must buy. Very nice piece to add to the collection. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Hope you guys may have found it helpful as well. And I'll make my next review video pretty soon. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll see you guys next time. This has been Lambo, signing out.